Your body is not simply changing, it is being sculpted by the forces of the universe to align with a grand and divine purpose.
Have you ever felt that something was changing inside you, but you didn't know exactly what it was? Have you noticed subtle, almost imperceptible changes that seem to point to something bigger happening in your life? Or perhaps you've looked in the mirror and thought, "Is that still me?" These transformations, which often go unnoticed, are not simple coincidences. They are signs, reflections of something much deeper, the divine work going on inside you. Yes, even your physical appearance may be changing as part of a greater plan, but are you aware of these signs? And more importantly, do you know what they really mean? Think about it. All the major transformations that have ever taken place in your life began subtly, didn't they? A change here, a change there, until suddenly everything seemed different. That's exactly how God works when He's preparing you for something great. He doesn't just transform your interior, He reflects this change on your exterior. And today I want to invite you to explore with me the 5 most profound signs that your appearance is changing because God is preparing you. No, this is not something random or superficial. Each change is part of a carefully planned divine process to align you with the greater purpose that lies ahead. But before we go any further, let me ask you, are you prepared to recognize these signs and understand what they really mean? Because if you're not paying attention, you could end up missing out on precious messages that God is sending directly to you. So stay with me, because over the next few minutes we're going to unravel these signs together. Get ready to discover how even your appearance is revealing that you are being shaped for something extraordinary. And if this message has already resonated with you, subscribe to the channel so that we can continue to explore together the ways in which the divine works in our lives. Have you ever heard the expression, "The eyes are the windows of the soul"? It sounds poetic, but when God is working on you, this phrase takes on a much deeper meaning. Your eyes literally begin to reflect the transformation taking place in your spirit. When you go through a process of spiritual change, something magical happens to your eyes. They become brighter, more alive, as if they carried a light that wasn't there before. This is because the eyes reveal what is inside you, your essence, your journey, your evolution. And when God begins to refine your soul, this light manifests itself almost inevitably. Think about the last time someone commented on your eyes. Perhaps they said something like, "Your eyes are different, deeper, more intense." That's not just a compliment. It's a direct reflection of the spiritual work going on inside you. When you look in the mirror and notice that something has changed, it's God showing you that your preparation for a new chapter has begun. Your eyes carry the energy of your soul. When God is cleansing, purifying, and uplifting you spiritually, this energy becomes clearer, purer. The people around you may not understand what they are seeing, but they will feel the difference. And it's not just about how others perceive you, it's about how you begin to perceive yourself. Now let me ask you, have you ever looked into your own eyes and felt as if you were looking at a new version of yourself? As if something were changing profoundly, but you still couldn't explain exactly what it was? If your eyes are starting to reflect something different, that's a clear sign that God is working on you. But this is only part of the transformation. In the next sign, we'll see how even your skin can reveal the divine process that is taking place. Get ready to understand that every detail of your body carries a spiritual message. Have you ever noticed changes in your skin that seem to come out of nowhere? Perhaps it started to glow in a special way, or, on the contrary, went through a more difficult phase. What few people know is that your skin can be a direct reflection of the spiritual process that God is carrying out within you. The skin is one of the first areas where spiritual changes become visible. When God is preparing you for a new chapter, He often initiates a purification process. This doesn't just affect your soul, it also impacts the body. Your skin may start to glow, showing a renewed vibrancy. Or you may go through a detox phase, where you face small imperfections as part of this process. Perhaps you've experienced a time when your skin seemed to be out of control for no apparent reason. Or suddenly, it began to look more vibrant, as if it were being reborn. These signs are not merely physical. They reflect something much bigger going on inside you. It's as if your body is keeping pace with your spiritual transformation. Before taking you to a new level, God often initiates a period of purification. Think of it as a complete cleansing, emotional, spiritual, and yes, even physical. This purification can be uncomfortable, but it is absolutely necessary. Your skin, as the most visible part of your body, becomes an external reflection of this internal process. After the cleansing, it glows with an intensity that reflects the new energy you are carrying. How are you coping with these changes? Have you resisted the uncomfortable phase or understood that it's part of the path to something greater? Because we often seek the glow without accepting the purification process that precedes it. Whatever stage you're at, remember, your skin is just a reflection of what's going on inside you. And when the purification process is over, you begin to glow like never before. But the transformation doesn't stop there. Let's talk now about how even your posture can reveal the impact of this divine preparation. Have you ever noticed how the way you position yourself physically can say a lot about how you are internally? When God is working in your life, even your posture begins to change. This may seem like a small thing, but it is a powerful reflection of the alignment between your soul and your body. When you are undergoing a spiritual transformation, your posture automatically adjusts. It can be as simple as starting to walk with more confidence, keeping your shoulders back and your chest open. This isn't just about a change of physical habit. It's about your spirit gaining the strength and courage to face what lies ahead. Think back to that moment when you were full of purpose. You probably felt more upright, more confident, as if the universe itself was supporting you. On the other hand, when the weight of life seems unbearable, your posture reflects it. Shoulders slumped, spine curved. It's as if you're carrying an invisible burden. And do you know what that means? That God is strengthening your soul to deal with new spiritual responsibilities. God not only prepares your heart, He also prepares your body to carry the new mission. Posture is a reflection of the spiritual strengthening that is taking place. When you start to walk more upright, you are actually showing the world that you are ready for the next level. Even when you feel the weight of change, it's an indication that your soul is being shaped to withstand greater challenges. How have you been carrying your body lately? Is your posture showing confidence in the process, or have you been feeling the weight of what is yet to come? Because sometimes, aligning the physical is a way of saying to the spirit, I'm ready to move on. Your body is a direct reflection of what God is doing inside you, and your posture is one of the most visible signs of this. I want to know, have you noticed changes in your posture during moments of transformation in your life? Share your experience in the comments. And stay with me, because in the next sign, we're going to explore how your energy can impact not only you, but everything around you. Have you ever walked into a room and felt that everyone seemed to notice you, even if you didn't say a word? Or conversely, have you noticed that some people have started to move away from you for no apparent reason? This is no coincidence. It's a direct reflection of something very powerful, your energy. The energy you emanate is a direct reflection of your spiritual state. When God begins to shape you into something greater, your energy inevitably changes. It becomes more magnetic, more intense. The people around you, even if they don't understand, feel it. Some are attracted to this new vibration. Others, who are not aligned with your purpose, may drift away. Perhaps you've noticed that people who used to be part of your life start to act differently. Some may praise your presence, saying that there is something special about you. Others may seem uncomfortable or even critical. This is because your energy is being raised, and not everyone is ready to accompany this change. When God prepares you for a new level, He clears the way. This means that people, habits, and even places that are not aligned with the divine purpose need to leave your life. Your energy, now stronger and more focused, begins to attract everything that is necessary for your growth and repel that which could slow down your journey. And you, how have you perceived these changes? Are you willing to let go of what no longer serves your purpose, even if it's uncomfortable? Because it is often in this transitional space that God places the most transformative opportunities. As your energy changes, it not only transforms you, but also the environment around you. Every step of this journey is part of something bigger. And in the next sign, we'll explore a surprising aspect of this divine preparation. How even your voice can become an instrument of purpose and power. Stay with me. because the best is yet to come. Have you ever noticed that at certain moments in your life, your words seem to have more impact? That people don't just hear what you say, but actually feel the message? This is because when God is preparing you, even your voice begins to change. The transformation that God works in you is not just internal. It is reflected in what you communicate to the world. Your voice, both in tone and content, gains authority and purpose. This is because, when you are spiritually aligned, your words cease to be ordinary and begin to carry the weight of a divine message. Think of a time when you shared something meaningful and noticed that people really stopped to listen. Perhaps they even said, "Your words touched me deeply." This impact is no accident. It is the manifestation of the transformation that is taking place within you, and your voice becomes a vehicle for transmitting this to the world. Have you ever noticed that at certain moments in your life, your words seem to have more impact? That people don't just hear what you say, but actually feel the message? This is because when God is preparing you, even your voice begins to change. The transformation that God works in you is not just internal. It is reflected in what you communicate to the world. Your voice, both in tone and content, gains authority and purpose. This is because, when you are spiritually aligned, your words cease to be ordinary and begin to carry the weight of a divine message. Think of a time when you shared something meaningful and noticed that people really stopped to listen. Perhaps they even said, "Your words touched me deeply." This impact is no accident. It is the manifestation of the transformation that is taking place within you, and your voice becomes a vehicle for transmitting this to the world. Now that we've explored each sign, do you realize how all these changes, in the eyes, skin, posture, energy, and voice, are interconnected? None of them are random. Each detail is aligned with a greater purpose, a careful preparation that God is carrying out in you. These signs, taken together, are like pieces of a puzzle. Your eyes begin to reflect the light of your soul. Your skin shows that you are undergoing a purification. Your posture demonstrates the strength that is being built up within you. Your energy transforms the environment around you, and your voice becomes the channel through which you transmit your mission to the world. All of this is the visible manifestation of divine work happening in your life. God never does anything by chance. Each change is part of a larger process of alignment with the purpose He has planned for you. But this alignment doesn't happen instantly. It requires patience, trust, and above all, a willingness to embrace each step of the process, even when they seem challenging. Think of a time when you looked back and realized how everything that seemed chaotic at the time made sense. This is how the divine plan works. Every transformation, even those that seem difficult, is a preparation for something greater. And when you allow yourself to trust this process, you begin to realize the beauty of how everything fits together. Now let me ask you, are you willing to trust in God's timing, even when you don't fully understand what is happening? Because it is in this trust that you find the strength to move forward and embrace the purpose that has been assigned to you. When you open yourself up to the divine process, you begin to live not just as a better version of yourself, but as the person you were created to be. And every sign, every change, is a clear message that God is preparing you for an extraordinary chapter. If this message resonated with you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share in the comments how you have noticed these signs in your life. Your experience can inspire and help others to recognize their own journeys.